Oh God, low power. Bloody hell. Might have to toddle back. Hello, hello. I don't even know, can't even tell what the power is. This is going to be funny. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Michelle? Oh, fucked up my glasses. Michelle House here from Rich Living. Good morning. Hey, Janet. Good to see you. Awesome. Okay, so I can see you coming in. Let me just get my chair right. Oh, that's better. Comfy chair. Good morning, good morning. I can see someone else there. Hey, hey, hey. Nice to see you. Hey, hey, Georgina. Hi. Let me just bring that in a bit. Awesome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, cool. What I wanted to talk about today was a little bit of a follow-on from the television story that I did yesterday about debt. Good morning, everyone. I don't know, Robin, if that's an easy link to grab. If it is an easy link to grab and you've got a sec, could you grab it and share it in here? That's a nice view, isn't it? Do you like my books? All colour-coded? OCD much? And my little chakra balls over in the corner? Hey, hey, hey. So yesterday I did a television story, and you know the crew is here for about anywhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours. And if you watched the clip, I think the clip's they're usually about 3 minutes. And so it's a lot of time goes in, time and effort and conversation goes into actually grabbing those one lines that I said. And I think out of yesterday's story, there were probably 3 lines that that came out. So there were conversations. Oh, awesome. We were having conversations. They ask a question and I give my answer, and then they go back and edit it and they pick out what they want to use, right? So an hour and a half's worth of talking down here in the office and talking about debt. And I've had a very brief look at the story and I can't even remember what the lines were, but I wanted to just add, hey Lisa, I haven't seen you for ages. Nice to see you. So I just wanted to jump in and give a couple of extra bits about that conversation I had about that story. So they were asking me, and they're great. They're very, very good to me. They always give me publicity. They're awesome. They were asking me what people can do to pay off their debt. And I give them all their practical tips. And then, I want to go into the feely stuff. And they're like, woo! But so that's where I get this platform to be able to do that with you. So if you do have financial debt, if you feel awful about your financial position, this is the things I was saying yesterday. They were asking me, so what's it like for people that are in debt? And I'm going, they're scared, they're frustrated, they're anxious, they're annoyed, they're disappointed. I think the biggest thing is when people are in debt and they owe money is they're frightened. And that fear, here we go, we're talking about fears again. That fear of being, that overtakes them, and then they do nothing. And it's in the doing nothing that the trouble is caused, right? That's the consequence of the doing nothing. But we are taught from such a young age, by watching our parents, we're not taught a lot about money in school, but by watching our parents and watching the people around us, that you should have your shit together when it comes to money. If you don't have your shit together when it comes to money, then you're a failure. If you don't have your shit together when it comes to money, then you're no good to the world. And that's really hard when you start to have financial difficulties to then let anyone know about that. So yesterday, I think we were talking about how when the fear is there and you have to it's about stepping out of your comfort zone. It's the same thing here with debt. We're comfortable not talking about it. We are very comfortable not talking about money. When people talk about money, I don't know if anybody's getting my emails at the moment. Well, anybody here is getting my emails. I know lots of people are getting the emails, and I'm getting lots of emails back that I'm responding to all the time about money and having these conversations and why, what we can do to help each other, to support each other, to guide each other, to show people the way to get help. We need to be doing that. So if you are in that feeling, that financial, and it's heavy, it's really heavy. I've been there. I've been there. You guys, most of you guys know my story. $75,000 in consumer debt. So that's got nothing to do with my house. That was all around our business debt, and which was, you know, personal loans and credit cards, and then our household personal loans and credit cards, motor vehicle leases, all that stuff. $75,000 in debt. Not that I don't know how to manage money. I used to run a $10 million company. I know how to manage money. It was a set of circumstances that started to unfold that got us to that place. And I didn't want anybody to know because it looked like I was failing. Yet the stupid thing about it wasn't my fault that my husband got sick. It wasn't my fault that my mum died when she was on a trip overseas. It wasn't my fault that the global financial economy collapsed. Yet I still felt ashamed. I still felt this fear about having to speak up about it and having to talk about it. Money can grab you so tightly by the throat that you don't live your life. Now, I can't express all that in a 3-minute segment on the news at 6 o'clock, obviously, which is why they only took that little snippet. So I'm really hoping that if you did get a chance to see the news part last night that was on TV, great. But here's the extended version of that, is our job is to feel good about our money. Okay, so when you're feeling bad about, not just money, but I like talking about money, it's my thing. But if it's a job or your husband or whatever it is, the situation at work, it's feeling shit and it's feeling heavy, then what you need to do is one thing that is going to bring lightness to that. Now, if it's a financial issue, one thing that's going to bring a lighter feeling for you is getting it out of your body, like getting it out of your head and writing it down and just getting the numbers out and looking at them going, I know this is frightening for me. I know this is really scary and I'm really scared to do this, but if I don't do this, it's going to get worse. I need to get these numbers out of my head and really look at what my position is here. One thing. And you might look at it and go, oh my God, it's worse than I thought. Or, oh my God, it's not as bad as I thought. You don't know until you actually get it out. And then if you get it out and you go, oh my God, that's worse than I thought, find another thing that's going to make you feel lighter about that. Talking to somebody about it. Having a conversation with somebody. If you're part of my Rich Living Room group here on Facebook, that's what that space is for. That space is for you to go, I just wrote my numbers down and oh my God, I feel sick. That's what that space is for. It's for helping you feel lighter every step of the way. A little bit lighter, a little bit lighter, a little bit lighter. Because it's only in that lightness feeling that things are going to change. So that's what you need to be doing when it comes to your money. Yes, all of those beautiful things that they covered on the show last night. Here in Australia, we have that company called CanStar. I actually do some work with them from time to time. CanStar is a website where you can jump on and you can see all the interest rates on credit cards and get better deals and do all of that sort of stuff. I'm sure there's one in the UK and the US for you guys that are listening. So it's a great comparison site. Go and work out how, then you can put a plan in place. Then you can start to feel better. Then you can, if you end up putting all of your credit card debt as part of your mortgage because that's what works for you. I don't know your financial situation, by the way, because that's what works for you. Then go do that and feel lighter. What can you do to start feeling lighter? Yes, Georgina, CanStar, CANSTAR. If you actually do an @ CanStar, you should be able to tag it because you're in on my page and I follow them. So you should be able to tag CanStar. So yes, that's our job with everything. If you're facing job redundancies, I know that's happening to somebody in my money school group. How can you feel lighter? We talk about the universe has my back. Yes, okay, we've got that. But how can I feel lighter today about what I'm possibly facing? And here's the other thing that I just said there is what I'm possibly facing. You actually don't even know anything yet. And that's when you go, I know that the universe has my back. Making sense? Awesome. All right, beautifuls, I'm going to have to go because my phone is running out of battery. I have to get this new view all set up in a different way so that I've actually got power. All right, lovelies, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's halfway day for our Kickstarter, by the way. So if you're around, look out for me popping up live. There's lots of things that I'm going to be giving away tomorrow to people that have pledged, people that are going to pledge to help us get to that 11,000 halfway point. Come on! We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. We're at 7,400, I think, this morning. So 11,000 is not that bad, it's not too far away. Let's see if we can do it. All right, see you later.